So clause A means you have studied for last 7 years, minimum period of 7 years in Karnataka from class 1 to class 12th, and out of which you must have passed either 10th class or 12th class, including 10th or 12th. Any of those 7 years should be there continuously in Karnataka to be called domicile, clause A, right? Now let's see, should candidate, if you have passed first year PUC and second year PUC within the state of Karnataka, and either of your parents have studied for 7 years in Karnataka. That means you have not studied for continuous 7 years. Your parents have studied continuous 7 years, but you have studied 11, 12th PUC in Karnataka. Then it is clause B. Now clause C and clause D are specific. So clause C is specifically for Hornadu Karnadikas, where either of their mother or father's mother tongue should be Kannada, Tulu or Kodava, and they should be domicile of Karnataka, and they should have passed class 12th. So in that case you should put clause C. And if your mother tongue is Kannada, Tulu or Kodava, and similarly 7 years you have studied in class 1 to 10 in a disputed speaking Kannada speaking regions like Sholapur or Galkor or Jat or regions of Maharashtra, in that case you will be Gadinadu Karnadiga and you will be putting class D. For both clause C and clause D there will be a Kannada exam compulsory. Now some other types of candidates. So clause E is basically for the defense personnel whose son has a daughter studied in Karnataka for minimum, they have served in Karnataka for minimum 1 year period, and their children have studied in 11, 12th in Karnataka. Though these are defense category, clause E. In the clause F, what happens, if you are Karnataka who has joined a defense service and declared as hometown as Karnataka, then and you are from state of Karnataka, then it is clause F, but you may be posted somewhere else. Clause G is in case your son or daughter is from defense personnel who has served Karnataka for at least 1 year and posted in active service, and such candidates who have passed the qualifying examination from any government or government recognized location in Karnataka, it is G. And H is for the students whose son or daughter ex-servicemen of the ex-servicemen. So there is a clause H. So if you are not a current one but ex-serviceman, then it is a clause H. Then clause I is for students or son or daughter of Karnataka's domicile whose job is in union government or the state government, but they are liable to transfer to any part of India. So they are working in any other part of India, but their children have studied 2 years 11, 12 in Karnataka. That is why clause I they will be applicable to them. Clause J is also similar, that it is also for son or daughter of retired employee of union government or the state government. Next is the clause K, which is for the son or daughter of the member of parliament MP elected from Karnataka. L is the son of daughter of a retired employee who belong to All India Service of Karnataka cadre or Karnataka state government who has served outside of Karnataka. Then clause L, right? Now M is the son or daughter of Jammu Kashmir migrants. Proof of such migration will be identity card, right? So if you're Jammu Kashmir, clause M. The candidates who have studied 10 years academic in Kannada medium school from class 1 to 10, they will be clause N. And since they have studied 10 years, they will be class N. They will not be required to take Kannada language test. Class O is for son or daughter of retired employee of CA Central Armed Police Forces, right? So those are all clause